Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the show live here in Seattle. Actually, super going to be gorgeous today, Seattle.
Like hot.
I know. I'm going to have to take off you have to layer in the Northwest.
Yeah, at least
right?
3 minimum.
At least, right?
Minimum.
Like I have a coat around my waist. This sweater is going to be too hot. I'm going to have to run home. Well, I will be home in a few hours anyway, but it's going to be gorgeous. I know. I mean, I'm going to go to Flower World tomorrow.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Flower World. It's
never heard of it.
Oh, it's so great. It's in Mulpey. It
sounds like it.
It's amazing. It's huge. I'm going to take Charles, of course, because you can bring dogs. And I'm going to just get a ton of flowers. But I heard it's going to start being cold again. So, I mean, like...
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bizarre. This like from here. I can't predict it. It's spring.
Yeah.
It's spring in the Northwest. This is what happens.
That's fair. That I just forget, right? I just forget, like, as soon as the sun starts to cut, because it's April. Come on.
We're offering you a potpourri of weather.
That is for sure.
All types.
Yeah. So I'm going to Flower World. I'm going to be, who knows if I'll actually plant them in before it freezes. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Might be a cold planting week next week, but thank you for the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you always for all the people who call in. We're so grateful that you share your intimate, interesting stories with us. We appreciate your confidence in doing that and your bravery. Because I wouldn't call in. I'm telling you, I would use an alias because I'm a chicken. I am. I'm a total chicken. Okay, who do we have on the phone lines?
Well, let's give out the number if you'd like to join us. If you haven't already got it, 877-825-8828 is the number, 877-825-8828. And we'll start things off with Amy calling in from San Diego. Hi, Amy.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for taking my call. I feel so lucky.
Oh, well, thank you. We feel lucky, too, to have you. What can I do for you, Amy?
I have to move. We got a note that our building is sold. So
interesting. That's kind of a new one. Like you're in your unit and then they just sell the building?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've lived there for 15 years and it's my little nature nook utopia.
You love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, move on. And I can go stay at my friend's trailer not too far away for a month or 2 or maybe 3. He said until he needs it, I could use it, which is really
I think it's a great idea. I love that idea that you don't have to have the pressure. You don't have to rush. You can relax. I like the location of it. It looks very pretty. So I think you should do that.
But the challenge I have is it's only for a couple months.
I know. Well, that means you got to start looking now.
Well, yeah. So I was going to ask, I could either go live out at Morton's, about 20 minutes away, and it's a real Shangri-La. I mean, we're talking, I'm living in a canyon, and I'm living in a Shangri-La, or I can move up to Morton's in Oceanside.
I love both of them, but I like the Oceanside. I feel like you need to get, you like to isolate, and you like to like hide in your cave. Would you say this is true?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's time to come out. It's time to have more friends in your life and belong to a bigger community. So I get the ocean place where you can't hide. You have to walk on the beach and everyone can see you. Okay.
Yeah. Just to close up. Yeah. There's a little cave at the Shangri-La that I could go hang out in.
You are cracking me up, but it's time for you. And also time for you to let people help you more and love you more. It's time for you to come into this receptive energy. And you can't do that when you're in the cave.
I know, dang. Okay. I can never cave up in Oceanside, though. I can do this. You guys are awesome. I love your classes.
Thank you. I loved it. You must be talking about the shift course, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that course. I love teaching. It's one of my favorite things to do. So thank you very much, and thank you for taking the class. And you still get to do whatever you want. You can go and live in the cave if you want, but my recommendation is the beach.
I know. You got it, girl.
Okay. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You bet.
Thanks, Amy, for joining us. That was cute.
Well, and there are days where we all want to go live in a cave. There are days. Yeah.
And live at a beach.
And a beach. Yeah. A cave where the beach is.
Right. Where we're going to go to right now. We'll actually take Maria in Oahu. Because it's that easy. We can do that. Maria, hello.
Oh, good morning, Denny.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Hi,
How are
Marie.
you?
I am well.
I've only been to Oahu once, or I should say,
Me too.
You too,
Mhm,
once.
mhm.
I've been to Maui many, many times, Big Island a few times, Kauai once. But my daughter and I, we were there alone during the holidays. It was wonderful, and we went up to the north end to hike. And I'm just telling you the story because I think it's funny. So we were hiking, and it had been torrential rain for days before, so the trail was washed out, and we got lost. And
My
it's
goodness.
like getting close to dark. We're covered in mud because we've slipped, everywhere. And thankfully we didn't slip down the embankments into the beautiful forest. And then I just said a little prayer and we found our way out. But we have these funny pictures of us just covered from head to toe with mud on that excursion. So it's a fond memory. So what can I do for you
Aw.
today?
Thanks for sharing your funny story that it's kind of hard to be covered in mud.
It was fun. We looked a little weird walking into our hotel, right next to Waikiki,
Right.
the beach we were right by the beach, and we looked a little strange. We got a few glances, but, we had a good time.
Great. Well, I'm calling you about my health.
Mhm.
I'm concerned about my breast as well as my throat. I got lumps.
Uh-huh. Haven't we talked before about this?
Yeah, I just called
Okay.
you last week because I was your last caller. I'm calling
Okay.
you back again. I'm brave.
Did you go to the doctor, though? Because I said these
I
are probably
did get a-
related to coffee and that you need to stop drinking coffee. They
Yeah,
felt
I did.
benign
I
to
stopped
me.
drinking.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And have you been to the
So I'm going
doctor?
for a biopsy today
Okay.
for my breast, and then I
Great.
still need to schedule for my thyroid thing.
Right. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about your health. So I want you to stop worrying because clearly you haven't stopped worrying.
Correct.
Wait, and I get it. I understand this whole thing is scary, for people, for
Mhm.
individuals. I understand. But I just think it would be in your best interest until there's something to worry about, which of course I also don't think people should worry then. Worrying doesn't send positive energy to the body or to our
Good
healing,
point.
right? It doesn't.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
let's just say you're going to go have fun. And I have a friend who recently got a needle biopsy, and she said she was surprised that it was super simple and
Oh,
felt fine and didn't scare her or anything like that. So go have fun. Let the hospital staff, take care of you and spoil you, and because they're going to want you to be comfortable. And yeah, and just please don't worry. Please, please, please. You've stopped the
got it.
coffee. We should get things moving in the right direction. And then your other thing to do is continue to work on speaking your truth,
Mm.
because that's what
I
creates
thought I've been doing
nodules.
pretty good. What do you think?
I
Speaking my truth?
Yeah, no, and
No.
maybe it's
Oh.
because you're not speaking it to certain people,
Mm.
because a lot of people think, well, if I speak to these two people over here, I'm in the clear. I'm like, no, you can't have truth go back and forth. You can't be one person in one area of your life and then a different person in another area of your life. You have to be consistently your authentic self. Does that make sense?
Mm. It makes sense. I have to ponder and watch myself. Thank you.
Okay, sure. And we're sending you beautiful energy for your procedures.
Great. Thank you so much,
You're
Marie.
welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Maria, for joining the show from Oahu. And 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We'll take now Charlene calling in from Orange County. So hello, Charlene.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for taking my call. I feel so blessed to be here.
We do too.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my
right.
gosh.
We do
We
too.
do too.
Yeah, totally. Right.
We really do. I mean,
Mhm,
I've been
sure.
doing this show for
I know.
I don't know, 15 years, and I love, love, love it. But do you love flowers?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because that's
absolutely.
how I felt as soon as you got on the phone. I'm like, oh my God, she would love to go to Flower World.
I was just going to
with
say, you should
Charles
join
and-
her.
That's so funny you said that. I was like, I would love to go with
Yeah,
you.
you can help me
I
push
get
the
to pick all
cart.
the colors and whatnot.
Yeah,
and
of
I'm standing
course.
next to two big in my trees inside of my
Aw.
office. So.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I know I keep my indoor plants at a minimum because I have so much stuff outside. And I just hate
You
it
could
when
still make it happen with the marvels of modern technology. You could call each other on the phone
Perhaps.
and just put it in the cart, put her in the cart, and just drive
yeah,
around
we
with
could do that.
Charlene.
Yeah,
So I
you
mean,
could
there
help
you go.
me out,
It works,
Charlene. Yeah,
right?
this is
Well,
great.
I put it in my bathroom. My
Ooh.
trees in my
Ah.
office are in my
Oh,
bathroom.
that's
So
very
go.
and yeah, they
smart.
grow really well.
You're
Yeah.
very smart because I really want like one of those cool trees, but I don't have enough light downstairs, but I could do it in my bathroom. Okay, thanks. Good. Now I'm going to get a new indoor plant.
Yeah,
Okay,
try the
good.
bathroom.
Write
And they
it
love
down.
it in there too.
They do.
So, and they grow so big in the vines. It's just
Oh.
really cool in my bathroom. So.
Okay, great. So what can I do for you?
Okay, so oh my gosh, so I recently started my own business,
Congratulations.
and I love it. And I just want to see like the energy of it. You know, it's sales, but I like people. Like I've been in a cave for the last years. I feel like the last 2 readings you were speaking to me in a lot of ways. And like I'm out and I'm just stepping out into the unknown and developing this side of me, which I know has always been there, but for whatever reason, the timing of it, you know, didn't work out. But now here I am, and like the opportunity has kind of presented itself, and like I'm going for it, and I love it. So I just wanted to see, like, I don't know, like, do you see that in my, I mean, it feels good. I haven't made any money.
Okay. So,
which I'm not really doing it for the money. I'm doing it for, I don't know, it feels deeper to me, like a growth. You know,
well, let's talk about
like
all of this. I love this conversation. So do you need to make money eventually?
No, I don't.
Okay, so that's great. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's amazing. But I still want you to make money. I do.
Want to make money
right.
too.
Okay, so
yes,
I think
I want to make money. I've been a stay-at-home mom. I've come from generations of stay-at-home moms.
Yeah,
like,
which is wonderful.
Like,
wonderful.
Yes.
And if people don't need the money that they make, they can donate it, right? But it's important to I think
Amen.
Right. Okay, so money is a separate thing than work. And people don't really understand that process, but learning how to attract and hold the vibration of wealth is different than work, because it doesn't mean that people won't make money in their work. Of course they can, but you want to be in a really healthy vibration about wealth so you can make money in all different types of ways or get discounts. And like, I was very surprised when my bank said that they would, refi the house when the interest rates were really low at no cost to me. I'm like, really? Okay, thanks. I didn't have to pay a dime, and I got like a point lower, right? Which was great. Right? It was fantastic.
That's awesome.
So that's what happens when we shift our vibration about wealth. And you obviously know how to attract it to you. You know how to attract it to you. You are, a stay-at-home mom. You have plenty of resources. Your partner or the families have enough wealth. It's not the issue. But when it comes to yourself, for some reason, you as an individual has a harder time creating that financial flow. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
So what I want you to start working on is making sure that you are celebrating your worth and your value as an individual, not as a family member, not as a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister. None of those. I want you to take all of those aspects of yourself and put them on the side. You've already got those figured out. You know how to be those things. They're wonderful. But I want you to show up in the world just as you, completely wonderfully you. Does that make sense? And I want you to start to feel your worth by not doing anything, by not taking care of kids, the house, all of those things. That's where you need, and I can feel your energy trembling as I'm saying this. I can, because you've put your worth based on these criterias, right? And that's not authentic. I mean, is it true? Sure, you are worthy and valuable, but everyone's worthy and valuable if they do absolutely nothing.
Right.
So I want you to start working on that. Okay? Because I think that's going to make all the difference in your attracting wealth in your business. So can you just tell me a little bit about the sales job?
Well, sure. I'm in real estate. So I talk to people every day. I make new friends, and I'm just building my
You're just
contacts.
having fun, actually.
I am. And I'm making, like tomorrow I'm going with a potential client with coffee. I mean, he's just good people. You know what I mean? Like I love him and we connect really well. So I just love the process of meeting people. I've been in a cave too for the last 2 years because of COVID and, all those things. So I just feel like I'm free,
Yeah, but we want you to make some money. If you're going to put your time and energy out there, because you could be doing something else too. And I know money isn't everything, but I mean, that is kind of the thing. If you're going to spend all this time away and you're not building something for yourself, so to speak, right?
Right.
So,
and like you said, I've been able to manifest everything. This is like the one thing in my life that I don't know why I've always like like, I think it's like you said, I don't have the worth, the self-worth. So do you
Yeah.
have what if questions for this?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be funny, though. I hope you're okay with it. What if, even when I'm sitting on the toilet, I am one of the most valuable and amazing creatures in all of the cosmos? Okay. Are you okay with that one?
I'm totally okay with it. I love it.
Okay. Yeah. And you can
I
tweak
love
them.
it.
You can tweak them. And by the way, I don't think real estate is your career path. I'm not asking you to stop it or change it right now. I think you're on the right
Right.
track. You're in flow. You're learning. You're going to work on your self-worth. I think you would enjoy working in some sort of holistic fashion in the world. You would still work with people, but I think you have a love for the multisensory world. And that's what really excites you.
This is true.
Okay.
I do.
All right. So let's get cracking. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining the show. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're at our first break of the hour. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri. Did you know that everything you desire, including happiness, exists in a very high energy vibration? This vibration surrounds you and all of planet Earth, and this extraordinary frequency is also part of your energy system. Surprisingly, very few people know how to use their access to this soaring energy, and many still have difficulty maintaining a bond with this powerful source. Luckily, you could join me for a 12-week vibrational interactive coaching course, online, of course. This beautiful, lovely 12-week program begins every Monday, starting September 19th through December 12th, between 5 and 6:15 p.m. If you want to know more information, please visit energyintuitive.com. I hope to see you soon.
Have something important to say? Want to help improve our world? Need to promote your business uniquely and effectively? KKNW is the answer. Our staff helps broadcasters and podcasters create professional sounding audio. Bring your talent and let our experts help you craft a radio show or podcast that best delivers your message. Learn more at 1150kknw.com. That's 1150kknw.com. KKNW, talk variety that's live and local.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri. As an intuitive, I've had the pleasure of also functioning as a medium. It has brought me incredible joy and thankfully closure and pure happiness to many, many people who I've communicated across the veil with. A medium is someone who stands on a bridge. Metaphorically speaking, of course, they act as an energetic connection to the other side, the place where all your loved ones reside once their energy system leaves this earthly form. Please join me for a 12-week mediumship coaching program and learn about the astral plane and the beautiful art of corresponding between worlds. This fabulous 12-week interactive live online course will begin Wednesday, September 21st through December 14th between 5 and 6:15 p.m. For more information, visit energyintuitive.com.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're in almost gorgeous Seattle. It's because what is the temp right now anyway?
I have no clue.
50 something, maybe.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay.
I'm not like paying attention to that right now.
Typically,
Sorry.
I wake up and it's like 36 degrees in the morning, and I'm looking at Charles. I'm like, oh my gosh! And then I have to bundle up and bring my cup of coffee while I pick up dog poop, on my walk at 30-some degree temperature.
The joys of the morning.
Yeah. The joys of the morning.
Right.
Yes. But you don't have to know the temp. That's fine.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
postpone
don't worry
that.
about it.
I
Don't
know,
worry about
sorry.
it. It's fine.
Pushing
It's fine.
buttons like
Thank
that.
you.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. It's currently 49 degrees, by the way.
Oh,
Just got that.
yeah, getting close.
All right. Let's take where am I? Karen from California. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Hello, Karen. How are you?
Can you hear me? I am good. How are you guys?
We are lovely. Thank you. What can I do for you?
Oh, it's so good to be talking to you. Well, I will just get right to the point here. So for the past 2 years, I really want your insight on this. I have been dealing with my hips. I've gone back and forth between Eastern and Western doctors, and basically where I stand right now is I'm being told that I'm heading for surgery on my right hip. And I'm working with holistic doctors, chiropractors, the whole thing to try to avoid it. But I just would love your insight because I'm really fighting it.
Okay. Well, first, you know me, I'm not against modern medicine. I like all of it. But have you ever done any red light therapy?
No.
So I think you should buy a panel. There's different ones out on the market. I would recommend a FDA approved one. I have the platinum therapy, little, I forget what you call them, devices. Yeah. Oh, Jen is telling me what I need, but she's in a soundproof booth, so I can't hear her. But I have a panel from Platinum Therapy, and I have 2 of them, actually. I use red light. Well, I don't use it every day. I should, but I do use it, probably 3 times a week. So what it is, it's non-infrared and then red light. And it's really great for bones. It's great for joints. It's great for muscles. It's amazing. I have clients that haven't had to get surgery because of the red light, who have like bone on bone issues and really, according to the medical model, would be in line for
it's platinum therapy. You're
platinum
right.
therapy. Thank you.
It's the same brand.
And there's tons of them though. You don't have to buy that one, right? I like their Biomax, but they even have a brand new one out too. But it's really wonderful. What it does is it feeds the ATP inside the body, so it actually gives you energy, and it's also a mood elevator. It's amazing. It's also great for collagen. It's good for your skin. I mean, I think someday in the future, everyone's going to have like a little box or a room in their house they're going to walk in and they're just going to get hit by beautiful light that's going to penetrate. It penetrates very deep in the body and stimulate health and wellness in our physical forms. I think this is going to be natural.
That sounds amazing.
It's great for wound healing. I've had clients who've had wounds that would not heal, and then they started to use this. So, but so you can start investigating it because again, there's many companies out there. So you need that, but hips are about not moving forward, and you're stubborn. Agreed?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can disagree with me.
Sure.
You can disagree with me.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Because there's something in your life significantly that you won't look at and you won't move forward with, and that you have been obstinate about. And this is what's breaking down your hip material. So you're going to need to do some meditation, some inner work. I want you to start asking the universe, because people can just ask the universe anything. Nothing is off the table. And I like to ask this way: please express to me whatever's in my highest good about moving forward. I wouldn't use the word hips. It's a charged word for you. You're just going to like go into, retracting your energy because you're so upset about this and disappointed and mad and annoyed. Agreed? Yes.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
So I want you, you're going to get out of your head. You're going to get your energy really, 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 really high frequency and high vibration. And then you're going to ask, please express to me whatever's in my highest good about moving forward, so that you can find out what areas of your life are you stubbornly holding on to that you don't even like anymore.
Okay. I mean, nothing comes to, I hear you, and I've been listening to you for years, and I'm on board. I mean, I will definitely give that a shot. There's nothing that comes to mind.
It's either a relationship or it's work.
Okay.
At least in my perception, right? So it's either a relationship or it's work. And remember, everything that we do in our life, we are supposed to be filled with joy by it. That's normal. That's the only measurement that we need to use to ask, is this in the highest good for me? That's it. It's not complicated. Is this bringing you joy or not? Right?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously need to sit with it because my relationship and my work, I love. I mean, there's a lot of love around both of those things. So I have my own business. I'm recently married. I mean, so there's nothing there that's
it could be
out at
it
me.
could be a different relationship. It doesn't have to be your husband, right? Or your partner.
Okay.
It could be a different relationship. I don't know. But yeah, I want you to sit with this and so that you can start to let go of it. And what's going to happen is you're just going to change your perception about it. That's all that's going to happen, right? You're going to, so that you can move forward. So you've just been holding your hips back. And then what happens is then they start to break down. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I will definitely
and keep me
work on that.
posted. Keep me posted.
Yeah. I will. So before I go, is there anything that you see physically? I mean, can you see if there's anything? Like, I feel like I've tried everything and every road is leading to surgery
but moving
regardless.
forward, well, maybe not. Let's try the red light therapy. But moving forward is letting go, and you are not good at letting go. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Keep us posted.
Yeah, thanks, Karen, very much. And in the immortal words of Kylie Minogue, plain and simple. Okay. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Let's travel over to Iowa, where we have now Julie joining us. Hi, Julie.
Hello.
Hello, Julie. How are you?
I'm good. Hello, Marie and Benny.
Hello.
Thank you for taking my call.
Of course. What can I do for you?
Marie, I love your classes.
Oh, thank you.
And they have been supporting me
so
much in my life.
I'm so grateful. What can I do for you?
My question, I would also like to know how my energy looks. But also, my question for the day is,
hello?
I know I'm here. What should I do, or what can I do or not do to support myself and my 25-year-old son that lived with me? I live with us.
And why does he live with you?
Well, his girlfriend broke up and he moved back in. He's been here a couple times. So he was back and forth, and now he lives here good full time. And he has a 3-year-old son that lives here half the time too.
So, one of your problems is that you take too much care of other people. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You take on all the responsibility and then you don't have the energy to go do other things. So, right? I mean, are you going to let your 25-year-old son live with you for the rest of his life?
No.
Because he would love that. You know that, right?
No, he says he wouldn't,
but he doesn't go anywhere else.
Right?
It's like,
door's still open.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I think here's what I think, and you're not going to like it, and it's going to make you feel uncomfortable. And do you love taking care of the 3-year-old?
No.
Exactly.
Well,
no.
I'm having a break. He's usually here today and tomorrow, but I have a break.
Yeah. So remember what I was talking about earlier is that it's joy is the answer. Like when my kids started to get pregnant, I had to sit with myself because of course they want me to take care of their kids. They would love it if I did, right? And thankfully I love my job because I already raised 3 kids and I don't really want to take care of grandkids full time. I do on the weekends or evenings.
Right.
Not even every weekend. Like Mimi doesn't want to. Mimi wants to go walk her dog and relax and
Mimi wants to take care of her own baby.
Yeah.
Fur baby.
Right. And herself.
Yeah.
And me. I want to take care of me. So so I sat down with my kids. This is what you need to do. You first need to figure out what you really want. You need to tell everyone around you, and then you need to stick to it. The only person you need to set boundaries with is yourself, because you keep crossing the boundary. Okay, sure, I'll do it. Okay, sure, you want to live with us forever for free? Great. I even had rules with my kids, but I didn't know my kids were going to be so, I didn't know when they were super young, because I have some brothers that were like terrible, like a nightmare, kind of still are a little bit. And so I made these rules for my kids. If you don't go to college and you live at home, you have to pay rent, and you have to pay for food. I had other ones, like if you got pregnant, yikes, I'm not going to pay for college.
Yikes.
I had all kinds of rules.
Right.
Luckily, my kids are uber responsible. And so I didn't have to really enforce any of the rules. But you need to make some rules. You need to make some rules, and the only person who needs to stick with them is you, because you don't have the energy to go out there and create a life for yourself and do things to bring some more support to the family, because you are using all of your energy doing things that you don't want to do that actually aren't help. It's not benefiting your son, by the way. Him being over mothered and nurtured is not helping him.
Right. Right. And I'm definitely a lot better than I used to be. And that's why I asked, I knew that I wanted to ask this question and not make it about him, make it about me, because I know it is.
Yeah.
And I definitely let go of a lot more of
I would give him
his life.
6
But
months.
it is hard when I have to see the way he's living, which is not pretty.
Well,
seeing that under my roof.
Yeah, I would give him 6 months to move out. I would say, okay, you got 6 months, and then we want you to move out, and don't let him back in. Let him figure it out. He's got to. You figured it out. He's got to figure it out. He's 25.
Correct.
All right. Okay, that's your homework. We'll see what happens. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, you got it, Julie. No big deal. You got it. Easy.
Right. And Julie's energy actually looks really good. So this is the time to take the action. Her energy looks great. She's just, doing too much for other people.
Right.
Yeah.
877-825-8828. We'll now take Darla calling in from Palmdale, California. Hi, Darla.
Hi.
Hi.
This was a setup.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
What does that mean? What, Darla?
Yeah, I would like a little mini reading, maybe,
Okay,
energy.
But what's the setup? Did someone force you to call in?
By my spirit guide.
Oh, okay.
We got it now. We're like, what?
I'm like, what? If someone has a gun to your head, or what's happening? You made me nervous there for a moment.
It's been a really crazy couple years, and this last week I feel like I've really got depressed again, and I just feel like it was a total setup today. I needed this.
Well, your energy actually looks really good. I think, you're one of those people, and this is true for everyone, but you're like in the, I'm going to use a low number, but I mean it in a high percentage of how important this is for you. You're like in the 1% where you really have to stop listening to your mind. Your mind is not one of your best friends. It doesn't help you very well at all. At all. You have to learn to get out of your head, rest in the lower half of your body, get present, and ignore your brain, because your brain leads you down dark roads, not the yellow brick road. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's
I haven't even talked to my mother in over a year, because just trying to stay positive and be around people that actually are positive.
Good. I think that's a great idea. A lot of times we take time out, which could be permanent, but we take time out from situations where we get all of our buttons pushed and we become reactive in ways that we don't want to. And we wait till we make our energy strong enough that we can stand in the essence of who we are before we go back and interact with people who we have issues with. Right. So I think that's very smart, but I want you to stop listening to your brain. Have you ever heard of the product 5-HTP?
No.
So it's a supplement. I'm not a doctor. And although I'm an RN, I no longer have my license. So in other words, I'm saying, you could ask a professional. In fact, if you have a pharmaca near you, those are great because they have conventional and holistic medicine. But 5-HTP really works great to help with your brain activity. It kind of slows down the neurological exchange between the stomach and the brain, because you have the same type of neurotransmitters in your intestinal tract that you have in your head, and yours get overreactive. And I think the 5-HTP could really help.
Okay.
But again, please, speak to a pharmacist or an herbalist or somebody, because I don't know what else you're taking, or I don't know anything about your history. Okay.
Do my spirit guides have anything to say?
They just love you so much.
Aww.
They just adore you and love you. They're very proud of you. They love that you connect with them as often as you will let yourself. They just love you, love you, love you, love you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks for joining the show. 877-825-8828. One more before our last break of the hour. We'll take Amy calling him. Is it Traverse City or Traverse?
Traverse City.
Traverse City,
Ooh,
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay,
Right? Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yay!
Great. Okay, Amy, what can I do for you?
I have just been experiencing some kind of strange symptoms of things.
Okay.
Wondering if you can shed some light on that.
Okay. Well, I'm drawing out your energy right now. Do you want to just tell me one of the symptoms so I can take a peek
Some
at this?
vision
Oh,
changes.
vision changes. Okay. And have you gone to the doctor?
I haven't. I do have an appointment
Okay,
upcoming,
great.
but
I think part of it is normal, actually. That's the first word I heard. It's a little normal. Is it kind of close-up stuff?
yes, yes.
So I think it's kind of normal, but I still want you to go to the eye doctor. I think people should have checkups. I truly do. But I will tell you what's going to help it is it's time for you to change the way you see yourself. You're very hard on yourself. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So it's time for you to be very nice to yourself, extremely loving, incredibly kind, so that you can start to allow more of your authentic essence to be present and help guide you in this wonderful place of life on earth. And so you need to start seeing yourself more authentically, which is very positive, in a very positive light, not in a critical light. So whenever the eyes are involved, it's about the third eye, and the third eye can become contracted or have issues when we think negatively of ourselves and we feel negative things about ourselves. It reflects in our vision. So I would, even before you hit the doctor's office, I would be saying kind things. What if I'm falling madly in love with me? What if I'm an amazing human being? I want you to start saying those things to yourself. You can just do them even silently every day, throughout the day, kind, loving, internal interaction with yourself. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so
you're
much.
welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks very much for joining the show. 877-825-8828. We're at our second break of the hour. We'll get to that right now. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
Do you make a positive difference in the world? Do you have a talent, philosophy, base of knowledge, product, or service that you know could help a lot of people if only you could reach them? Join Alternative Talk 1150's family of broadcasters and start walking down a fruitful path. As host of your very own program, dial 425-653-1150 and find out just how affordable it can be to have a show on 1150 AM. That's 425-653-1150. Alternative Talk. We have an opportunity waiting just for you.
What's one of your favorite memories?
Let's see. Well, there was this one time I went snorkeling in the Caribbean when I was a kid. It really just blew my mind. I mean, when you're sitting on the beach, it's so peaceful and you sort of forget there's a whole other world under there, just full of all kinds of life. We saw the most beautiful corals. I remember thinking they were waving at us as they moved with the ocean. And then there were all these amazing fish. They kind of reminded me of tropical birds. They were so bright and colorful, just darting all over the place like birds in the sky. I'll never forget it. It completely changed the way I look at the ocean.
Most of us have a memory of being in nature we'll never forget. Let's protect the world's natural places so more memories can be made for generations to come. Visit worldwildlife.org.
How can Marie Manuchehri help you create a better life? Check out her events page and attend a workshop. Working with Marie is a life-changing experience. If you want to find an effective way to make significant improvements in your life, sign up for a class today at energyintuitive.com.
Alternative Talk 1150 is your sports organization's safe bet when it comes to airing your team's games. Our players are all seasoned professionals when it comes to sports programming. Imagine your games being heard on local radio. Your team deserves the MVP treatment. Call 425-653-1150 today to learn how affordable and fun it is to broadcast your games on the radio. Call 425-653-1150 and make your next season something special. That's 425-653-1150.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Make it a great day. Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in almost stunningly gorgeous Seattle. I can't wait. Just can't.
No April Fool's joke there.
No?
No, it's gonna.
What?
It was-
Oh,
Never mind.
okay.
Because most people think it's gray and gloomy here all the
I
time.
know,
It's
right? Yeah, it's not. It's really not. Yeah.
Right over the top. All right. 877-825-8828. William is calling in from Palm Springs. Hi, William. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Great.
Great.
Thanks.
What can we do for you?
Hi, Marie. I've called a couple of times, but usually a couple of years apart. I think the last time I called you, I was in Wisconsin.
Oh, great.
But I since moved to Palm Springs, California. And last time I called, I was working in the restaurant industry. And you remember, you said, see this big corporate check coming to you.
Oh.
And then somehow I ended up in the mortgage industry and started making like $200,000 a year, which was great.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was fabulous. But now I'm kind of in a similar spot where the career thing is just, the mortgage industry is very much shifted, rates have changed, and I'm just not feeling that joy.
Right. That's really the most important thing, because when people feel joy, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. Seriously. I mean, oddly enough, when weird stuff happens in the world, I get even busier. You would think that, oh, she's not going to be that busy. But people always get surprised at me. They go, oh, so I guess you're not that busy. And I go, no, I'm slammed. I'm always slammed anyway, but that's just the reality of my work life. But I love it. And it brings me enormous joy. So I'm constantly feeding it joy, not even trying to. It's just this beautiful bundle of joy that keeps growing and growing and growing. So what do you really want to do?
Right. And that's what I'm, that's what I'm struggling with, because I do need to make money. Right.
Right. But remember what I said before, money is a separate issue than work. I know in the human dynamic, they look like they're in alignment, but people can make money and have wealth, extraordinary wealth, regardless of what they do for work. So you need to work on your wealth. Agreed?
Definitely.
Okay. So I think you know what I mean. I'm assuming you know. I feel like I've said this so many times. I'm like, how many times have I said this? So before you engage with any type of money, anything, you need to still your mind and think of something that brings you incredible joy. So what brings you great joy?
I love the healing arts. I love, I used to I had a Reiki practice in Seattle, and I loved that. And being in the energy, in that flow, it's very exciting.
Well, okay, so that's a big sign of something that you could be doing in the world. But I think what you're telling me is that you love energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Before you touch your wallet, before you take out a card, a check, put your password into your bank account information, before you open up an envelope, anything to do with money, you need to think of energy. And you need to have your energy elevated, because what changes our relationship to wealth is how we engage with it. Just like if a kid were coming home from school, I'm using this as an example, and the parent were in a really bad mood, as soon as the kid walked in the house, the kid's going to feel it. They're also going to lower their energy, and they could overcome that, but now they've engaged in a low frequency. So many people think very negatively of money. Even people who have a lot of money, honestly, quite frankly, which creates all kinds of money problems for them, right? So really healthy parents go, oh, I'm in a bad mood. The kids are coming home. Oh, I need to get happy, because they love the relationship with their children and they want it to be positive, and they know whatever they're upset about has nothing to do with their kid. It's like whatever people are upset about really has nothing to do with money, even though they blame money for everything. Money's actually kind of like an independent contractor. So how you arrive to the vibration of wealth matters. So you're going to think about energy so that you can change your relationship to wealth. So you can always have a lot of wealth. It works great for you. You get good interest rates, you get great deals, and it just flows in your life effortlessly forever, which will help you to be able to do whatever you want in the world work-wise too. Do you see what I mean? How they're separate animals? They're separate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Will you keep me posted? I want you to do this for
I will. Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be a game changer for you. I think you're finally ready.
Yeah, I feel that. And if I can just ask one other question, I'm having some issues, I think, with my thyroid. I had a blood test recently, and I have to have a follow-up. Do you see anything there that I should be aware of?
You do have which I didn't notice, of course, when I drew out your energy, you have a very, very light pink light, just extremely light. So depending on who does your tests, they're going to probably say it's it's normal, whether it's low or high. It's a low normal or a normal, high normal. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to, I don't think, and then I would go see a naturopath and get on some herbs, some support herbs for that. Okay.
Great.
And
Thank
feed
you so
your
much. I appreciate
adrenals. You're welcome. Feed your adrenals.
Ooh,
That's what really needs it, is your adrenals. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck and keep us posted.
Yeah. Thanks, William, for joining the show and your many more travels. Maybe he'll end up back up here.
I know.
Never know.
I'm excited for him because, once you make an amount of money that you like, that makes you happy, it gives you confidence. And then we can get out of the framework of our brain about, I have to do this to make money. No, you have to change your energy with wealth, and then you can do things that you love and attract whatever you desire. It's amazing.
That's right. 877-825-8828 for the show. And we'll take now, looks like Jennifer calling in from the Federal Way area. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Lovely. Thank you. What can I do for you?
So my mother passed away a year and a half ago from ALS.
I'm so sorry. That's a hard one. That's a really hard one. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I'm very sorry.
Yeah. So for the last year and a half, every 6 months, I've been having this heart arrhythmia that kind of takes over my life for like 2 or 3 days, and then it goes away. And so I'm wondering if you could maybe look at my energy and see, what that's all about.
Have you thought about having I forget what it's actually called, but where they burn the lining of the heart?
So we started out trying to do that, but they, where they thought it was on one side of my heart, when they went in to do the procedure, they couldn't get it to do it.
Interesting.
And so they had me do a loop monitor.
Oh.
I still have that in. So that's kind of what's been going on the last couple of
I wish they had done
cycles of this.
I wish they had done the procedure.
The cardiac ablation?
Yeah, ablation. Thank you so much.
An ablation.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's a great procedure. It's a really good procedure, I think. It's a great procedure. Okay, so, and I wish they had done it. Are you taking any hormones by chance?
No.
I think you should.
Okay.
I think you should go find a naturopath. And where do you live again?
In Federal Way.
Oh, you live close. Okay, so you can write into our website. We'll give you the name of a naturopath. And I want you to consider, of course, if the naturopath thinks it's a good idea for you, of course, right? But I think that you need some bioidentical hormones, because when hormones go a little wacky in the body, people can have cardiac issues from it. And I don't mean like, it doesn't mean like terrible, serious ones, right? Because they don't even know where it's at. That's why they won't treat you. They're like, wait a minute, what happened?
No, totally.
Right? Yeah.
Well, and it's, it's not like I feel like I'm having a heart attack, but it's very distracting when it happens.
It's distracting.
And it goes on for 2 or 3 days.
Right. But I think this will resolve itself with some bioidentical hormones. That's what I think.
Okay.
Okay. So just write into the website, energyintuitive.com. We'll send you a name of a local naturopath, and you can go in and see her and see what she says.
And how is my energy overall?
Overall, I'm just like looking. You have a little leak in the second, but it's very small. I would love for you to take more energy into the root. Stop being scared when you have these arrhythmias. They've already looked at you. You're not dying. Stop being scared.
Okay.
Just stop. Okay. Right? They even got a loop in there, checking everything out. So just stop being scared. It's perfectly fine. And the rest of your energy, you're absorbing from the 4th, the 3rd, which is excellent, the 6th, and the 7th. Okay. Okay.
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. And we'll take another Amy, our third Amy of the hour. Yeah, we're just crushing it with the Amy's
Okay,
today.
yeah, you guys are counting the
Amy
Amy's.
is from
I love it.
South Louisiana.
Oh, I
Hi.
love the South.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
Hi, Marie and Benny. I'm calling for a general energy reading.
Yeah.
But also to give a little background information. March was really rough. It just a squabble with the neighbors and things were breaking.
Yeah,
and
but your
I'm like,
neighbors, please. Your neighbors. Can you move?
Oh, that's what I was wondering.
We know you won.
Yeah. I don't think
So.
I don't know if you can win with these neighbors. I mean, these are
That's
tough.
what I was thinking. Like, and where I'm living is it's my grandparents' home. It's an old home. And we're not going to really restore it or anything.
Yeah. So maybe you can sell it and go live someplace else, and where the neighbors are a little far away. I think you need some space.
where they right in my backyard.
I know. And they're so annoying.
boy.
But they're so strong. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm kind of, I have a mama bear, part of me. I would go to the school right before school started and tell the principal what teachers would be teaching my kids. I'm one of those people, and I guess you can't do that anymore because one of my daughters is like that.
Really like that.
And I go, honey, I don't think you can do that anymore. And she goes, well, you did it, Mom. I'm going to do it. I'm like, okay, so they're just paying for private school where they accommodate the parents as much as possible.
There you go.
So I would be I would be a mama bear at your house because I'm standing in the back of your house and I'm like glaring at them because they are mean. They're so mean, and I would probably go over there and yell at them, but they might get a gun or do something crazy or light a tree on fire.
Exchange words, so it's like there's no. Yeah, it's hard to communicate from this point.
It's not good. So please move, and then don't have neighbors in your backyard. Like have some space. But your energy looks excellent despite your wacky neighbors. You're taking energy in from the 7th, the 6th, the 4th, the 3rd, and the 1st.
Wow.
Okay, because I feel so scattered. I mean, April's been good. My social life is like, we're having a lot of surprising good activities like adult skate night and and going to the Final Four. I'm not going to Final Four, but they have some concerts in New Orleans.
Oh, that sounds like so fun. I do think the neighbors, because it's weird to be in a house where you don't feel totally safe. I think they're not going to do anything, by the way. They're just loud.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either, but
it's discerning.
They do things to just irritate. Like, I don't know, like I think they threw a rock at my air conditioner. Like I think
terrible.
it kind of messes with my mind. Like,
oh yeah, it does.
Did I not hear that?
They're just jealous because you're cool and they're not.
I think so.
So I would just do some what if questions. What if my house is happy? What if my house is happy and all the area around my home is happy? I would use that rather than a protective thing, because whenever we use protective language, we're actually saying, and then we're creating more fear. So what if the house is happy? What if my lawns are happy? What if everything is happy? And then you're surrounding it with bright light, and their energy is the opposite of that. So it'll make them kind of turn away from you as if they can't see your house anymore.
Yes.
And then please sell that house and move, please.
Okay. And we will. I kind of visualized like a wall of peace signs a couple of times.
Yeah,
anyway.
but you're trying to get them to change. We just want your house to be happy, okay?
That's the empath,
Yes, I know. I love it.
Right.
I love it. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you for the Shift Network.
Oh, of course. And thank you, the Shift Network. We love the Shift. Yeah, they're great.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Amy, for joining the show. I think we got time for one.
I think so.
more.
I
All
got
right.
it.
Okay, you
Because
got
Jen
it?
and I are going out for breakfast.
Oh, lucky.
We always go out for breakfast afterwards. In fact, Jen was dreaming about what she's going to eat today when we go. I totally forgot about it, but as soon as I got in the car and she mentioned
Little eggs Benedict? No?
we get kind of eggs and bacon.
I was close.
Avocado,
Okay.
yes.
All right, well, there we go.
Yeah,
Sure.
great
On the
big
right-
cup of something. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. 877-825-8828 for the show. It's Tia, I believe, from Chicago. Did I pronounce that right? Great.
Taya from Chicago.
Taya. Thanks,
Hi,
Taya.
Taya.
Appreciate it.
What can I do for you?
Hello. Yeah, I have a quick question. Energy reading as it relates to my thyroid. I had a Hashimoto's diagnosis 10 years ago, and recently read the Medical Medium's thyroid healing book, and it relates it to the Epstein-Barr virus. And so now I have all this hope, like maybe I can fix this, and I'm not stuck for life. So
I know.
Curious on your perspective.
I have so many clients that don't have. I mean, because doctors say if you have Hashimoto's, you have it for the rest of your life, but they don't even take medication. They're fine. So I would highly recommend, but you can't use it directly on your thyroid. I would recommend some light therapy. I talked about it earlier on the show, so you can listen to the podcast if you want to. It'll be up later today. But I would highly recommend that, but don't put it directly on the thyroid. And this is all about speaking your truth. And typically people who have Hashimoto's have really cool, amazing truth, but maybe in their young life, they had parents that ignored them, or they had a chaotic childhood where they couldn't express their truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it all rings true. And things like I already knew. I felt like I could maybe fix it from the physical perspective and see if that works as the energetics of it are catching up. But I hear you on that one.
And the reason why I'm recommending red light therapy, because it's really good at getting rid of viruses, and all the things you mentioned are viral in nature. So I would get some panels, just remember, don't put it close or directly on the thyroid kind of thing. I mean, I stand in between mine, like 2 feet apart. I have 2 of them, and I stand in between them. So my thyroid, of course, is getting some light, but it's not up and close to it. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. And don't worry about it. You're going to be perfectly fine. Just please stop worrying. Please. It's not going to help you. You're going to be perfectly well. Okay?
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody, for listening and calling in. And of course, thanks to Benny and Jen. And thank you, Seattle weather. I'm going to go flower shopping tomorrow all day long. Yeah. Can't wait.
Flower World, I believe.
Yeah, Flower World.
All right. We'll see everybody there.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Fall madly in love with you. Bye-bye for now.